What's up guys, Tim with Adrenaline Vans, Andreas, RRE-Global, and we're introducing our 2023 collaboration SEMA build today. Stoked to show you everything we've done to this van. It's been a super cool project. It was a lot of fun. We had a ton of time to do it. I think 4 days to get this done.
I think we have a little bit of a tradition.
Yeah.
And every year we take one day off.
And move it 1 week closer to the show.
To make it more interesting.
Yeah. So we literally brought this van down on a trailer. It was Saturday morning prior to the show. Move-in was what, Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So move-in was Monday, but we used the half of the Monday to install the last things here on site.
So very compressed timeline, but it turned out incredible. So let's walk around the van. I'll show you all the cool features that we installed. We've got a lot of great partners that helped with this. Out and Upfitters helped with the interior, did a ton of work inside. We'll just walk you through all the companies that helped make this happen and show you the van. Starting at the front, we have the roof rack by AWD with a incredibly bright laser light bar on top. We kept with the laser lights. That was a request by Andreas for all of the lighting up front. So we did laser lights on the roof rack, we did laser lights on the hood pods, and then big laser lights right on the front bumper. Speaking of front bumper, that's CA tuned off-road. He came through this year with a front bumper, laser lights on the hood. Those are a CA tuned hood pod mount. And then we wired all the lighting into a Switch Pro, which we'll show you inside here with a brand new 3D printed option from Agile Off-Road. It's super, super slick for holding that Switch Pro controller. In the bumper, we did a Warn VR Evo 12S winch with a synthetic line, Factor 55 flat link expert hook. We did the Mad Max recovery shackles on the front. And then down below, we did the CA Tune front skid plate for the all-wheel drive. They have an all-wheel drive version. Custom powder coated in orange. You'll see a lot of orange accents on this vehicle. All of our powder coat we did at San Juan Fabrication in town. My boy Eric hooked it up with the powder. So everything custom orange powder coat is from those guys. And then the crew at Colorado Coating, Zach came in, was working on the weekends to do all this polyurea coating on all of the original plastic TPO. So the grill, the front bumper, all of the trims on the side and the rear bumper are all done in that TPO, and he did an orange color match as well for the bezels on the fog lights. The fog lights are Baja Designs SAE in an amber lens. Those are wired into the factory harness, so it's just plug and play, and they function just like normal, but they're about 3 times brighter than your factory fogs. So you'll see a lot of different finishes on this van that are unusual in the van space. You know, polyurea, bedliner coating everywhere, that's pretty common. But on this one, we kind of did a lot of contrasting, especially for the show. We wanted something totally different. So we did the polyurea in a matte finish, which almost gives it a sparkle in the sun. It's a matte clear coat that goes over the top, and it really sparkles in the sun. We've got the matte vinyl on the full outside of the van. They did a color change vinyl wrap on it. And then we have a lot of carbon fiber additions. So this snorkel is full carbon fiber. That's from Dark out of Germany. Fender flares are from Dark as well, with the carbon fiber skin on those. It's just a beautiful, beautiful finish for this van, and really kind of ties it together, and it gives you some nice contrast. It doesn't look like every other Overland van out there, which is what we were going for. On the vinyl, my guy Nathan at Blackout Graphics, big shout out to him. He came in after hours and printed the stripes and all of the sponsor logos and installed it for us at the shop here on the side of the van. He really came in and helped out literally the day before we had to deliver this to get those on, because we just had some delays with the other company to get them on there. So thanks a lot to those guys. Wheels and tires, this is a one-off wheel and tire package. You'll never see this anywhere else. Out and Upfitters designed a custom wheel just for this van. It's a forged wheel, so there's literally 8 of these in existence. It's a forged 18-inch wheel with a 22mm offset. They wanted to try something a little different and get a really wide stance on the vehicle. So we gave that a shot here on this van. It looks super, super good. Behind the wheel, you'll notice the Alcon Agile Off-Road Big Brake Kit. So that's a 6-piston caliper up front and a super huge cast front rotor. So massive stopping improvement over stock. Behind that, you'll see the KW automotive suspension. That's fully active electronic suspension. So compression rebound dampening is fully active. You can switch it from the dash to several different modes, from soft to hard, however you are driving the vehicle. But it's constantly reading inputs from the vehicle, from the road, and adjusting on the fly. The amount of adjustability that you have and how good the ride is incredible. So really loving that electronic dampening. for a van that's driving on a variety of different road surfaces. We wrapped the wheels in the new BFG HD Terrain tires. We did a 285 65/18. That's the final size that we end up going with for this, and they look really, really good. You'll see if looking at it straight on, you can just see how wide that van is, especially with the offset of the wheels and those wide tires. It looks really, really good. We did Apex rapid inflate and rapid deflate valves on these wheels, so quick fill, quick dump. They're perfect for airing down when you're off-road and getting filled up in a hurry. Before we walk back further on the van, let's go ahead and check out the interior. First thing you'll notice, Scheelman seats. These are beautiful Scheelman Vario F seats, but they're a little different. They're all finished in Alcantara with custom orange stitching to match all the accents on the van. There's a lot of orange accents within the interior. Every little detail on this thing, we tried to tie it all together with color and materials. So orange accents. You'll see this beautiful carbon fiber steering wheel with orange stitching. That's not a wrap, folks. That's a carbon fiber steering wheel. That thing is incredibly light. All of the lights are controlled by Switch Pro, which I mentioned. The Agile Off-Road 3D printed Switch Pro housing is incredible. It takes the place of your sunglasses holder up above your rear view mirror. It's the perfect location for it, and it just looks super clean and integrates really, really nicely with the Mercedes headliner. So it looks like it's factory. The other thing we did on the interior at my shop is an audio system. We did some Focal K2 speakers in the doors and the dash. Really, really nice set of component speakers. We did a Focal amplifier, and then we did a big 12-inch subwoofer in the back as well. So the thing sounds really, really nice and makes those road trips enjoyable. Continuing on down the van, we have the C8 Tune side steps. I mentioned earlier, these are a brand new product. This is literally the first set that have been on a customer's van. I think C8 Tune has them on one prototype van, that's it. So pretty stoked to roll out a brand new product. Those guys, we did a little extra touch with some orange accents on the logo, but they've created a nice product. It really mounts up easily on the van, and it's different. Nobody else has them yet, so that's why we want it on this van. Moving to the back end, again, you'll notice the dark fender flare that in the carbon finish. It looks really, really good and ties everything together. For the rear suspension, we have the KW Automotive electronic rear dampers, and then we did an Agile Off-Road 4,200 pound progressive rate leaf pack. We also did the Agile Off-Road double shear upper shock mount brackets to eliminate that weak point in the rear suspension. Wheel spacers, of course, so that we match the front with the big brakes as far as the stance goes, and then the wheels from Mountain Upfitters. That kind of rounds out the back end. All right, moving on to the back of the van. We have the X-Bull rear door carriers. You've seen us use this product a lot. Again, we wanted to put it on the show van. It's in our opinion, the best rear door carrier on the market. Super, super strong, and look at the surface area on this thing. It's really incredible how much stuff you can put on there. So we have the X-Bull spare tire basket. The cargo box is the first one we've had here in the US, and if you look at the bottom of it, you'll notice it's cut at an angle. Your departure angle is increased a lot for when you're going through G-outs and things like that off-road. Plus, it doesn't mess with your parking sensors. It doesn't beep at you. Inside the cargo box, it's a little different than a lot of the boxes you see. Adjustable shelves, lots of L-track inside to secure your gear. Just a really well-built cargo box. On the other side of the carrier, we put a X-Bull ski carrier. And these are some Thule ski arms on the X-Bull carrier mounts, and so you can carry several sets of skis vertically outside the van. And it just looks super clean, very low profile. Nothing really sticking off the back of the car too far. The rear bumper is Max from C8 Tune's brand new rear bumper for the Sprinter. So this is the first one that it's been installed on here in the States. Baja Designs S2 pod lights, those are wired into the Switch Pro as well. And then down below you can see we have little X-Bull repeaters for the tail lights. So that way if you have cargo or something hanging off of those carriers and your tail lights are blocked or sort of halfway covered, vehicles behind you can still see what you're doing because you'll have another set of taillights underneath the bumper. That rear end really tied in nicely. Colorado Coatings, of course, did the polyurea on the factory rear bumper there, so it ties right into the side trims and just looks really seamless. And then the rear door emblem, that's our signature rear door emblem, machined at West Plains Machining. That's a CNC aluminum piece, and then we had it powder coated at San Juan Fab. So really, all the little orange accents tying things together, it looks great. So that's pretty much a wrap of the van, everything we did at our shop. Again, there's a ton of people that help contribute to this build that we really haven't been able to mention or cover, but please check out RRE-Global's channel, check out their website for everything that they've done and all the details on the products that we've put on here. Huge shout out to Out and Upfitters. They did the entire interior. It's absolutely beautiful. Alcantara everywhere, black and orange. They did an outstanding job. Just tons of companies that have really helped contribute, little parts here and there, and then big stuff on the build. So big shout out to everyone that's helped. Dragonfly Tarps, they came in and did a custom printed tarp for the show with color matched orange. Those tarps are incredible. I've run them on all of my rigs, and the sky's the limit when it comes to the design on that, so you can really customize it how you want. Agile Off-Road, big shout out to those guys for getting that 3D printed part to us, overnighted. The big brake kits, the rear double shear brackets. We didn't mention that we did an Agile Off-Road rear diff cover that was powder coated orange as well to match everything, so extra protection on the rear diff. So big thanks to those guys. CA Tuned, of course, Blackout Graphics. I know I'm missing a lot of people here, but if you want to learn more about this, follow us, check out our website, adrenalinevans.com. Follow our YouTube, Instagram, it's all at adrenalinevans. RRE Global, give them all a follow, and big shout out to Talon for filming this. All right, thanks bro, see ya.